I thank Council Member Coleman Young II for nominating me and believing in a controversial reparations strategist. I thank Detroit City Council and Detroit City Council President Mary Sheffield for appointing me to this task force and entrusting me with the people of Detroit. Not just all of the people, but the often forgotten people. I, too, am a minority within a minority majority. Detroit City Council, you trusted a Black Jew. You trusted a member of the Green Party. A city council that is 100% Democrat trusted this Green. You trusted an Afro-descendant who lost her home when overtaxation caused wrongful foreclosures. You trusted a teacher with a law degree. You trusted an Afro-futuristic comic strip creator. You trusted a Pan-African goddess who believes in polygamy and sharing one God. It is an honor to be trusted, but I earned it. I spent over 20 years in the reparations foxholes and over 40 years in Black politics. Once upon a time, I was a Democrat. Yet in honor of your trust, and with deep sadness, because my trust has been broken so many times, I resign from Detroit's Black History reparations dream that's become a nightmare. My trust has been broken because the executive committee has made decisions claiming to have been decisions of the entire task force, which is a lie. The task force was not informed beforehand, as would be expected in a transparent democracy. To save the face of the executive committee, a majority of the task force rubber stamps decisions after the fact. I have consistently voted no. Usually someone resigns in protest. This has happened at least 4 times. I call this pattern of behavior rigging reparations. Quitting the task force doesn't mean I'm quitting reparations. I'm still a part of the Afro-descendants who are seeking reparations through the UN. Find out about the Afro-descendant plebiscite by texting reparations to 877-506-2184. I charged the U.S. with black genocide to the United Nations based upon a companion case to my CIA cases. The Detroit chapter of NCOBRA will still meet virtually on the second Sunday. See Eventbrite link. The Reparations Labor Union, founded by Black Jews, will host Detroit Reparations Awareness Day, as always, on February 25th. The Reparations Labor Union will be endorsing Democratic presidential candidate Marianne Williamson for Michigan's Democratic presidential primary on February 27th. Mary Ann is the presidential primary candidate who prioritizes reparations and peace in the Middle East. Also at Reparations Awareness Day, we will discuss a woman's strike for peace and reparations during the NFL draft in April in Detroit. Ford Field is the stadium where the NFL draft will take place. Ford Field sits upon land that once belonged to blacks and the indigenous. Lady Luck demands reparations from sports arenas before she cheers for your team. Register for Detroit's Reparations Awareness Day on Eventbrite. I'll blow more whistles, like how the Michigan Democratic Party started a second NCOBRA Detroit chapter at my Exodus to Mars birthday party. Meet the King of Mars, Braxton Van Zant Davis, and his Not Ready for the Future band. Cost $25. We need to pay the band. BYOB. Portions of the ticket sales go to the Reparations Labor Union to support Detroit's Reparations Awareness Day 2024. don't ask a green if the Democrats and the Republicans rig elections. But now, some Democrats are rigging reparations. The Evanston Reparations Plan gives select senior citizens $25,000 to the contractor or bank of their choice to make home repairs or, if their credit is good, take out a 30-year mortgage. On behalf of senior citizens, let me say that we don't want a 30-year mortgage. That means I have to work to pay it. Are senior citizens expected to work until they drop dead? That's not reparations, that's more slavery. Or just $25,000 towards free rent. If I outlive my rent, the bank forecloses, and now I'm a homeless old woman. My children get no inheritance. And that's the establishment Democrats' Evanston plan. Funny thing is, Evanston is a city where Northwestern University is located. Northwestern is one of the leading researchers on melanin. Melanin sells for approximately $400 per gram. Suppose I am 100 kilograms. If I were solid melanin at $400 per gram, 100 kilograms would be worth $40 million. Let's say that between my skin and my cells, I'm only 1% melanin. Then my dead body is worth $400,000. And all the Democrats are offering me is $25,000 for 400 years of slavery or slaughter. And the $25,000 doesn't go to me, but to banks or contractors. Who gets the balance of $375,000? Here's where Taraji P. Henson would say, the math ain't mathin'. I teach my high school students that jails are built for those who can't read and cemeteries are built for those who can't do math. A teacher's job is to keep students out of jail and graves. I go hard for reparations because I'm a concerned teacher. I see human trafficking as the same as slavery. 4 black girls are missing from a suburban Detroit high school. Part of repairing slavery requires fully ending slavery and human trafficking. Speaking of Taraji P. Henson, who played the NASA mathematical human computer and genius Katherine Johnson in Hidden Figures, let's talk science facts instead of fiction. NASA and Elon Musk launched to an asteroid worth $10 quintillion in October of 2023. And that's just one asteroid. There are many. It's not science fiction to think that Detroit's reparations can be better than Evanston's. After all, America's biggest automakers are in and around Detroit. Elon needs to buy at least one of the big 3. Doesn't Elon have to go through Michigan? Shouldn't he have to go through community benefits and the UAW? They aren't just auto workers. They are aerospace workers. My Exodus to Mars comic strip turned an acronym into a black woman. RUBY stands for Reparations and Universal Basic Income. I proposed Ruby to Governor Whitmer. She could begin paying Ruby through polygamy marriage corporations. But no, Anita Belle is crazy as hell. My proposals are blackballed, assigned to committees that don't meet, chaired by members selected exclusively by the Executive Committee. Meanwhile, the Executive Committee in its sole discretion, has sold out to doing the Evanston plan without examining any other reparations options. What about community benefits, slavery disclosures, and undoing redlining with our own car insurance? I'm not going to endorse the Evanston status quo. I must resign from the task force and join the others who exodused in protest, effective after the February 3rd public meeting at Northwest Activity Center in Detroit.